Hello and welcome back to RimWorld, and let's continue. We are building the wall, and hopefully it's going to be finished, if not in this episode, at least in the next one. We have actually done a lot of construction work down here in the recent episodes, to be honest. A lot of work has actually been done, a lot of good work has been done, so maybe not that much more until the walls are up and running. And this is probably the part that you might say is the boring part of RimWorld. Waiting for stuff to get done. I have no problems with it, because you never ever know exactly what's going to happen. Someone might break, for example, like Viper is about to do, apparently. Why? Because night owl in daytime, apparently. That's why. We're not going to do any trade requests at the moment. And good. Go to sleep, you silly goose. Yeah, I have set up the schedule, but they don't really listen. I think it's he actually doesn't need to sleep that much or that often for it to work. Night owls are a pain to manage, actually. They very easily become, oh no, I'm awake during the day, no. So yeah. And that's done. Yeah, all the way, just this bit which I don't want to close off just yet, same here. And these ones should get removed. This wall here is getting done, great. Yeah, this is really, really good. And yeah, we now started on the last piece of wall. Alpaca 5 became the target of lynx. And it got through. Of course it did. Oh, of course it did. You please get down here. Alpaca 5. There we go. Yeah, we did hit the watermill generator, but whatever. I think it was just one hit, so it's not that bad. Could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. And once again, we are traveling massive distances to get granite, apparently. Probably don't need too much of it, but we are still going to need some. And I do want to have a bit of granite stored up in case we actually are going to need some for repairs. So I don't want to just have 0 once we have built everything. I actually do want a bit of a stockpile. It's not much plastic left there, and once that is done, I'm going to... Yeah, this will be deconstructed. And I don't think... yeah, because we have basically... all the resources we need. In case there is some missing, we will deal with that. But I think mostly we have everything. Mostly, of course. Not sure exactly if we have everything, but we should have most things in storage to be able to build the ship and other pieces that we might need. Now, let's take a look at the cooler. Yeah, the cooler has flammability of 70%, and I do believe the cooler is something you cannot build in a different material. Yep, nope. And the same with the vents, right? Yeah, and vents have flammability of 100%. Oh! That means we actually don't want... We rather have one more vent than actually having... Or rather having one more cooler than actually have a vent. Because a cooler, if caught on fire, will survive slightly longer. Or not catch on fire as quickly. I can't remember which one it is and what flammability does exactly, but I think it's either they take less damage from fire or they are less likely to catch on fire. And I think it's the likelihood and how long it takes for it to actually be on fire rather than how much damage it's going to take from fire. And alpacas, we need to hunt a bit more. Here we go. And yeah, this is coming along. Not really nice weather because it's snowing. To be out here and building, I would not say to be out in the snow and try to do stuff, especially something like construction work, is quite unpleasant. But if you need to, rather do it when it's a gentle snow than a snowstorm. Psychic ship. Oh my god. Do I hate these? I really don't like this psychic ships. Whether it's the poison ship or the psychic ship, they are really, really, really annoying. Let's get rid of you and boom! Deconstruct you. Oh, rather, no. Reinstall you there. Because I do think that's actually plasteel. So... Let's remove that. Here we go. Can't be bothered with doing it any other way. So you're stargazing. Okay, that's actually fine. That is actually fine. And nope, can't do because it's forbidden. Yeah, that's exactly why. And boom. Yep, plasteel. So we are going to pick up the last bits of plasteel, and then we will dismantle this one and maybe build a geothermal generator out here. I'm not sure, we'll see. We might not need the power, to be honest. We might, but I'm not sure. Good, they're picking up the granite chunks, which means the ones that actually making granite blocks should not need to go as far. Hopefully. Like any game like RimWorld, and the same is true for games like Oxygen Not Included and similar, where you want to reduce travel time as much as possible if you can. Like if you can have animals that is hauling and use those animals to haul a lot of stuff that is far away or whatever, no matter how you do it, in one way or another, bring stuff from far out closer, so the ones that are actually doing important work doesn't have to go as far, saves a lot of time. And even if in the case of RimWorld, where you don't really get a less travel distance overall, you actually get slightly more because someone else has to go out there, and then the one actually performing the job needs to go and pick it up, and then that's sandstone chunks. Why is sandstone chunks? You please. Okay, we now have sandstone. Could you please stop doing that? Probably not, but yeah, whatever. We might need a lot of sandstone, so if I remove this one, is there going to be a lot more of them once he spits them out? Yeah, well, let's draft you. Where's Pina? Oh, you're way down there. Can you deconstruct? No. Viper, can you deconstruct? No. Pola, can you? Yes, deconstruct. And then you... Good. Spider recruitment. I don't think we will be getting more people at this point. I have a hard time seeing that happening. Peace talks. No. I don't feel like doing that, so we are not going to do that. And for some reason I have a hard time. There we go. I want to remove all the chunks out of the way and then place sandbags instead if I decide to do something like that. Plus it might be stuff we need to build stuff with, so another reason why to move it out of there. And from here we don't want them in here. We need to get rid of them. And yep, there we go. Well, why are you in the freezer? Why are you in the freezer? That's... why? Yeah, for some reason someone thought that, oh, a wooden sculpture has to be in the freezer. Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be. Really shouldn't be. Okay. A lot of people is sleeping. Let's see, we should probably take a look at weapons. Alan? Okay, you haven't slept just yet. I'm resting on clouds of heaven. I don't think that's true. Animal disease, flu. Who is it? It's Arlene. No, no. It's a really old animal. Bad back. How old are you? 14 years. Is that the only female alpaca we have? No. No, it's not. Monster is actually... you know... oh, but she's bonded. Oh. Which means if she dies, somebody is going to be very, very sad for a very, very, very long time. Prima Donna became the target of lynx. And you picked a new target. Oh, you went for the wolf! And you won! What the... yes, the wolf was actually not 100%, but yeah, those stunts are really nasty when they hit, because they mess you up really, really badly. There we go. Prioritize hauling. We are a lot closer, so... Arlene, health. Sure. Off we go. I have no idea. Let's take a look. Yeah, we still have the mechanites. We still have the mechanites. Yeah, and I have no idea if it's going to go away ever. It might. It might not. I'm actually not sure. If it does, great. If it doesn't, whatever. It's actually not that bad. It's just that it could be a lot better. And yes, we are going to clean this place a lot before we move in, because yikes, is it dirty. So yeah, this place is going to be cleaned before we actually move in. But I don't feel like doing that just yet before we have floors and stuff all over the place. Let's look at floor, sandstone. I'm actually going to, in the door opening, I could remove that. We don't need that. Smooth. There we go. Might make it so we don't bring as much dirt in. And of course there's a social fight ongoing. Making everything take so much longer than it needs to. There was Choco that instigated it all. Doesn't really matter who did it. It's a bad thing that it happened at all. Paulson was insulted twice and still doesn't feel anything. Okay. Yeah, Paulson needs to wake up and heal designer. Starvation because he's stuck in bed. Okay, he actually went to eat. That's good. At least you have some kind of survival instinct, which is good. I'm going to bump packaged survival meal up to 400. Because why not? The more the better. I know... the only thing really I know about the ship and the whole mechanic and stuff around it is that once we start up the engine, we are going to be raided 3 days. And the reason why it's 3 days before we can do anything is because it takes 3 days until the engine is warmed up. So it actually takes 3 days before you can actually send someone off. And that what it does is that it gives the game a chance to screw it up for you, which I would say is fine. But yeah, it's in the reasoning for the 3 days raiding is the engine, when you actually start it up, gives off a very unique and powerful energy signature which can be tracked and followed from anywhere on the planet, which means that anybody gets a ping that, oh, there's something juicy over there, and comes to raid it. And I can sort of get the logic behind that, but yeah. There's not really much else in terms of information around it, so it's hard to say exactly how it's going to work or how it's going to go. We have who's someone who can do social rabbit. Rabbit. Wasn't there someone like a trader, or was it just these three Muppets? Yeah, it probably was just... Yeah. No, there they are. I thought... Oh my god. You are indoors! Let's remove a bunch of clubs. That is completely useless. Steel equa, steel knife. They have a bunch of medicine. We could buy that, so let's do that. We can sell the steel spear. That, yes. Plasteel knife I'm going to keep because it's plasteel. Uranium spear. Okay, that's an interesting one. I don't need that. That one can get removed. Auto pistol. Yeah, let's remove that. Revolver. Yes. Remove. And yes, let's remove those as well. We can make better weapons. I don't want to use Molotov cocktails. And EMP I do want. Frag grenades I do want. I'm going to keep those. Shield belt I'm going to keep. Marine helmet. That's not a bad one to buy, so let's buy that one. Is there anything we can sell? High explosive shell. We can sell that because I'm not going to use them. So we can get rid of them, and yeah, let's go with that. Here we go. And yeah, we have a lot of floors is done. So we are getting closer and closer. Not only is the building getting closer, the episode is nearing towards its end. Time. It's almost 30 minutes. It's a minute left-ish. So it's almost there. And it seems like most of... Oh, Prima Donna is a husky puppy. Let's get rid of that. Arlene? We have alpaca 25. Yeah, let's just... Yeah. Why do you have that on? Why do you have that on? Okay, whatever. You can keep it on if you want to. I don't really care. And before we end, because it is time to end the episode, we don't have that much more left to build in terms of the walls. The walls are actually more or less completed all the way around, everywhere. That's actually really nice. And then what's left is the floor. And then I think we can start building the hospital. We can start putting in more decorative stuff. We can put in the power, the temperature control, and all of these minor details, which is still very important. But yeah, I think in the next episode, at least the wall is going to be done. And a lot of the floors is going to be done. And then, as long as we put in some temperature control and power, we can actually start powering this place. And maybe start moving in. Yeah, maybe. And if we have... I set them to 400. Oh, yeah, what I could do, and I had not really... I didn't plan it. I just, let's bump it up to 400. What we could do is have 100 per corner. And that means we have 100 packed survival meal for four people. So they are going to have 25 packed survival meal each. Or 20... Yeah, they're going to have 25 for 3 days. And while they can chew through quite a lot of food quickly, I don't think it's going to go that quickly. So we should... And yeah, we need to do hunting. Let's bump that up before we actually end so we can... we need it to be someone like purple, viper, designer. Designer might actually be the one to do most of it. Yeah, let's bump that up a bit so it can get done. And yeah, with this lovely picture of almost a complete base, we are going to end it. A note, if I knew how long this would take, and this was what we would need, sort of, I would have built this in this form. Maybe a bit bigger so we could fit stuff properly, but yeah, I would have built this kind of fortress from the beginning. Since I knew I wanted to do the ship from the beginning, I should have built the fortress from the beginning in this sort of manner, but I did not, so here we are. And with that, thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.